Science, when the horizon expands to infinity. Truth never stands still. You may have believed that science is the solid foundation of our world, that with enough evidence, experiments, equations, truth becomes fixed, stable, absolute. But what if I told you, science is not the truth? Science is the journey toward truth. A journey of trial, error, and rebirth, where what seems certain today may become tomorrow's misconception. Science is not a wall. It is a doorway, not an ending, but the beginning of even bigger questions. 1. The rebirth of knowledge. Look back at the history of humanity, and you'll see something astonishing. Science is a cycle of death and resurrection. There was a time when the Earth was believed to be the center of the universe. A simple telescope in Galileo's hands shook an empire. Newton built classical mechanics, a model so elegant that many believed we had uncovered every law of nature. Then Einstein appeared and shattered that view entirely. Space curved, time stretched, mass became energy. And then quantum mechanics arrived, where particles behave like tricksters, where position and momentum cannot be known together, where observation changes the outcome. Each generation of science breaks the certainty of the one before it, and that is the beauty of science. It dares to admit that it knows nothing. 2. A mind unafraid of not knowing. A true scientific mind is not the mind that says, "I am right," but the mind that whispers, "I may be wrong." The greatest thinkers were not those with the most answers, but those who stood before the unknown without fear. From Darwin asking where life came from, to Maxwell asking what light truly is, to Heisenberg asking what happens when no one is watching, to Penrose asking whether consciousness is quantum. Every question doesn't close truth. It opens a new universe. Science doesn't conclude. It suggests. It doesn't freeze. It evolves. It doesn't shut doors. It unlocks deeper layers. 3. When science hits the wall. But there are places where modern science stops. Not because technology is lacking, but because our frameworks are too small to hold the truth. 95% of the universe is dark matter and dark energy, and we do not know what they are. Quantum mechanics and general relativity, our two greatest theories, cannot exist in the same equation. Consciousness, the very thing you're using to listen to this, remains unexplainable. Time, does it flow or not? Is it real or an illusion? No one knows. And when science reaches its boundary, it circles back to ancient questions once asked by philosophy and spirituality. Who are we? Where did we come from? Why does the universe have laws at all? Why is there something rather than nothing? Perhaps reality is far larger than what any formula can capture. 4. When parallel lines meet at infinity. There is an image from mathematics that perfectly describes the union of all human knowledge. In classical geometry, we were taught that parallel lines never meet. But when humanity expanded its thinking from Euclidean geometry to projective geometry, a breathtaking truth emerged. Parallel lines do meet, at a point called infinity. In a limited space, they look separate. But when space is expanded, they converge. And so it is with science, philosophy, spirituality. From a narrow view, they seem opposed. But when consciousness expands enough, deep enough, wide enough, they meet at the point at infinity of human understanding, where distinctions fade, where systems connect, where every path leads back to the same underlying essence of the universe. Science does not oppose spirituality. Spirituality does not deny science. They are simply two lines traveling toward the infinite, and eventually, they meet. 5. Toward infinity. Science does not kill mystery. It reveals that this universe is far more mysterious than we ever imagined. We do not live in a completed world. We stand inside a universe unfolding, layer by layer, like an endless book of which humanity has read only a few pages. And the further we go, the clearer one truth becomes. There is no boundary between science, philosophy, and spirituality. They are three perspectives of the same light. Perhaps one day, science will show that consciousness is not produced by the brain, but is a vast ocean of energy in which reality floats. Perhaps matter will be understood as vibrating notes in a cosmic symphony, and the soul as an immortal field of information traveling beyond time and space. And in that moment, when all lines meet at infinity, humanity will awaken to a great realization. Everything we once thought was separate has always been one. Keep asking questions. Keep stepping beyond old boundaries. And remember, truth is never found in a single equation. Truth lives in the journey you dare to take into infinity.